Hi everyone, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. This is a requested video for V and his past life. Forgive me for the mess. I'm just getting over really bad allergies right now, and the air has been kind of dry over here, so I'm feeling it, you guys. I'm feeling it. Like, I'm getting like congestion like right here, and I had a really bad headache the other day, so I'm feeling a lot better. So yeah, I just gotta work with it, right? Alright, so this is going to be a requested video. Shout out whoever you are who requested this. This is a past life reading for V or Tae-Hyung from BTS, and I'm gonna before I start the reading, I want to make something kind of clear, because a lot of people will throw around the word past life or karma or dharma or whatever, you know, twin flames, soulmates. Like they will just throw out these words, but in a spiritual context, your past life is very important, because usually we reincarnate and we have to learn more lessons. So with that being said, doing like a past life reading or a past life regression, it won't be as accurate as, let's say, if V was here and I was doing a past life regression for him, which requires hypnotherapy. So it's a form of hypnosis. And with that being said, I'm going to be very gentle with this reading. I'm going to just see where it goes. It's not a typical tarot reading of like past, present, and future. You're going to a different place in time. And with that being said, when I do the readings on a past life, it may not resonate with the audience, with the typical audience, with the typical like BTS fan, because he could have been someone else completely different than who he is now, who he is in this life. So with that being said, I'm going to do a past life reading, see his love life, maybe a little bit his karma, and keep in mind it's past life. It was in a different time, a different place. Different events were going on. It was a world probably without the internet. So I'm gonna get started, you guys. Again, this is a form of hypnosis, so just enjoy this. And I am gonna speak kind of low because my throat hurts. So enjoy it, you guys. Take it for what it is. Take what resonates. For most of it probably won't, because it is a past life thing. And yeah, just enjoy it. Sending you guys massive love and light and peace. Some of you guys, some of you guys are very anxious. There's a lot of anxiety going on right now. And it's time for us to kind of release things, release past events, release people who have done wrong to us, release, you know, make peace with it, you know, make peace with yourself, forgive yourself, and learn how to move on, okay? Okay. Today's October 23rd, 2023. So 2323, these are big numbers. So 2323. 2 plus 3 is 5. 2 plus 3 is 5, so that's 10. 10 is the number for karmic endings and new beginnings. Okay, so let me see. For this one, I think I'm gonna use, I'm holding this deck. I had another deck out, my ethereal deck, but I think for this one I'm gonna use my Osho Zen Tarot and my triple goddess tarot deck. I don't know, I just got called to this one. Oh, and this is a jade that I got. Kuan Yin energy, the goddess of forgiveness, the goddess of sacrifice. Okay. So I'm just going to do a general energy where he is currently right now and just take it for what it is. 6 cards, please. What is going on with Kim Tae-Hyung at this moment? I don't know what time it is where he is, but I feel like he's tired and about to go to sleep, or he wants to go to sleep. If he is feeling restless, I feel like he hasn't really been sleeping that well lately. So where is his energy currently? Sometimes past life readings can go up to 2, 3, 4 hours. I've done a past life reading on myself. I've had a hypnotherapist do a past life reading on my karma, and who I was. So sometimes it's a lot, you know. Sometimes it's one of those things we don't fully understand it. There's no concrete like science to it. It's just you just pick up what you see. All right, so his current energy is the Knight of Swords, Page of Cups, the Moon, 5 of Cups, Temperance, 2 of Cups, Justice, Nine of Wands, King of Cups, he's definitely in a place of solitude right now. I think he's making new friends. There is someone here who's new in his life, or will be. Give me 3 more cards. Yeah, 3 of Wands. 3 is a big number lately. The Emperor, the Fool, and the 3 of Swords. You have one row that's all major arcana, which is the Moon, Justice, and the Emperor. I feel like there's definitely distance here. This month has been a very I don't want to say like an awakening for him, but it's definitely, he's distanced himself from people. He's distanced himself. He may have distanced himself from social media just a little bit. There's definitely a lot of emotions here, but it's mostly like friendship, kinship. He's working really hard, you guys. He's working really hard on something new, something he wants to try, something that he hasn't done before. Yeah, the Three of Swords. What's the Three of Swords for? Judgment. Yeah, the Empress. And then you have the Five of Wands, Two of Pentacles, Ten of Cups. It's very difficult for him, and then the Chariot is on the bottom. It's very difficult for him right now. He's going through I want to say like self-actualization. He wants to go through, he's going through some things, prioritizing his life, but he's also in conflict with himself a little bit. I don't see him really being in conflict with others, but he's in conflict with himself because of perhaps how he was raised. He's questioning a lot of the traditions and cultural things that he had to go through, and he's like, was it all worth it? Like, was it even like what was the point of all of that, you know? Like, for example, oh, I have to be married at a certain age, oh, I have to be dating at a certain age, and it's like, why? Why do I have to rush it? Yeah, Knight of Wands, King of Pentacles, the Universe. He is thinking, love is on his mind, but it's not fast moving. It's a very, let me see if this actually matches up with my life, matches up with my lifestyle, because being in a relationship is it can be overwhelming, especially to someone who has lived a single life for a while and is enjoying it. But he's backing off a little bit on the social media. I see him backing off on maybe Instagram, Twitter, whatever. He might be traveling, but he's really not. He's not doing it. He's just very chill right now. So I think I'm going to use this for his past life. This is my ethereal deck. Again, this is his past life, so it more than likely will not resonate because he could have been someone else. He could have had a different lifestyle. He could have had a different everything. So what's going on in V's life? I'm going to start shuffling. His past life is very, it's very, he's not I'm going to say this, and I don't know if I've said this about him. There are parts of him that's like an old soul, and then there's parts of him that's like a new soul. I don't know how to make sense of that. What's going on with V in his past life? Where is was his past life, or what happened to him in his past life. Again, I would get more of an accurate reading if he was here, so we could do a past life regression. I am open for past life regressions if you guys are interested. But I'll just see what comes up for him. Nine of Pentacles. Wheel of Fortune. Six of Wands. Two of Swords. Four more cards, please. Judgment. King of Pentacles. The Tower. Ten of Cups. Two of Pentacles. Queen of Cups. Ace of Pentacles. On the bottom, it's the Two of Cups. Seven of Pentacles. The Chariot. Ten of Pentacles. And the Four of Pentacles. Okay, here's what I'm getting for his past life. This is just a very open-ended kind of thing, because you know, there's no real concrete thing that I can talk to him about or ask him about, unless he watches my video and, you know, sends me a message. So I'm getting something about his past life. He has had two past lives, so this is probably his third reincarnation. The first thing that I'm getting here is that there was a time where he could have been, I feel like his first past life was very short-lived. His first past life, he may have just lived up to maybe his 20s. He didn't really get to accomplish the things that he really had to accomplish in his first past life. I feel like disease could have been a part of it. Sickness, illness was a part of it. There's also, I feel, a sense of mental health issues that were never really discussed. At that time, no one talked about mental illness, no one talked about sexuality, no one talked about anything. There was just these strict bylaws that were very militant, and that's what they had to do, and they have to respect their elders. They very traditional values, and he, for some reason, for whatever reason, he did not be able to fulfill his true destiny on his first time in this world. I feel like he was born into a place of he was born into wealth at one point. He could have been born into a wealthy family or in a very high respected wealthy family. Merchants. I also feel like merchants business was a big thing in his past life. Trade, stuff like that, like the Silk Road. That's what I'm seeing. But they all came to an end very short-lived. I feel like he didn't make it past his 20s on his first time around. His second time around, what I'm picking up was that he was, there was love. He could have been married at one point. Or wanted to get married. What I'm getting, okay, for his second time around, what I'm getting is he was in love with someone, a woman. But this woman was of a high established family. Had a very strict father, very loving mother, but she was well-to-do and he wasn't. This is his second time around. Give me 3 cards. Two of Cups. Yeah. The 6 of Cups, the Lovers. 5 of Wands, yep. And the Hermit. I feel like his second life was full of conflict because his emotions got involved with someone. Like, you are of lesser status than us. Why would we let you marry our daughter? That's what I'm seeing. And so there was a lot of fighting. There was a lot of like, well, I can't really get what I want. I can't really be with who I want. Or why would this woman be with me if I am of a lesser status than her? Yeah, 7 of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, Knight of Wands, and the High Priestess. I think he loved this woman from afar. I think this woman had a very divine feminine energy, but she was protected. This woman was, this girl, woman, whatever, she was very much overprotected by her family. She was only supposed to act a certain way, talk a certain way. She could not really voice her opinions or voice her emotions. And so it was disparaging. It's almost like society, because of societal norms, it kept them apart. And the more he tried, the more conflict he got. And so he learned. You got the Hermit and the High Priestess. The Hermit is the emperor without his soulmate, is without his divine feminine. It's like the masculine without the feminine, and the High Priestess is the feminine without the masculine. So it's almost like he didn't have they were apart. They were set apart because of societal standards, because of wealth, because he didn't really have much to offer. And so I feel like in this life, he made it a point where he knew where if he was to get the person he wanted to be with, if he was to get love, he would have to show up. He would have to maintain this image that he has a lot of money, maintain this image that he has a lot of success. And his talent in singing was manifested. He came into this world knowing, he said, if I'm coming back with a skill and talent that no one can really ignore. You know, at this point, it's like, in this life, he's like, I'm going to be the one who chooses, not them choosing for me. You know, I'm going to be the one who dictates what happens in my life. There is a soulmate connection here. However, I do feel as though she's not coming up in this life. I don't know if he's going to come back again eventually, but I feel like his past life, the one right before this one, he was in love and it didn't work out because her parents said, no, you can't be with someone like this. You have to be with someone who's like us, you know, very demanding of keeping the face of the family, keeping the legacy of the family. That's very Asian culture, keeping legacy up, you know, thinking of the next generation. There are generational like things that he's gonna have to work through in this life. There are things about his emotions that he's gonna have to deal with. He's gonna have to heal some things with his mother. It has to do with his mom. His parents are also, if his parents are still here on this life, his parents are also very picky of him, because he's so successful now and he's so wealthy that they want him to marry the right person. They want him to be with the right person and not someone who's just gonna use him. So it's almost like the polar opposite happened to him in this life. Does that make any sense, you guys? Does this make any sense to you? Like, let me know. 3 cards, please. Yeah, the Star. Yeah. 8 of Wands. King of Cups. 6 of Swords is on the bottom. And 4 of Swords. Temperance. So there is a sense here of, because he came back and was able to regain everything that he wanted, wealth, fame, fortune, all of these things, he forgot, he kind of lost himself. I'm going to be honest with you, he lost himself in the work, in the BTS thing, in the friendships he's made, and the people he's hung around with. He kind of lost himself a little bit. But there's going to be like a redirection, because he's going to have to learn that love is not about money. You know, love is not money focused. It may have seemed that way a few times, especially in his past life. Well, because he didn't have money, he loved someone or fell in love with someone who did, who had wealth and all these things. And so he thought, well, if I have wealth and a high stature in life, I will be able to find love. And that's not always true. Some of the loneliest peoples are the billionaires, millionaires, and for us women, like, some of the loneliest people are the most beautiful women. It's just part of, like, models. You know, that life, that whole Instagram instant, we never really had that until, like, the past, 15 years. And to have a lot of opportunities and options right on our fingertips that was never the way back then. Like, back then in his past life, if he saw someone who was beautiful and attractive and fell in love, that's all he could give. That's all he had. And so now when he came back in this life, he was like, well, I have everything I want. Why would I want love? You know, so, like, the polar opposite happened. But he has some meditating to do. He needs to balance it out. It's very difficult because a lot of things that happened in his life was everything. He got everything he wanted. He got everything he dreams of. Okay? But I feel as though the lesson, the karma here is to know that love does not equate money. Love does not equate joy or happiness. I mean, money does not equate joy or happiness. It doesn't mean if you're really rich that you're really happy. He's got some he's got some issues to deal with, and I feel like that's part of why he has an attitude the way he is, or that's why he has that kind of chip on his shoulder, because he feels like he could do no wrong because he has money. He can just pay off people, you know. Give me 6 cards, please. That's what I'm getting for his past life. Interesting. This is very interesting. My past life was completely different. His life path is he wants he's so focused on the image a lot of times that he loses himself in the whole, and half of the stuff you see online on the internet, I mean, we are in the information age, but half of the shit that we see on the internet is bullshit. Like, it really is bullshit. Like, people just, they just do the most. Like, I don't know. 4 of Cups. He has a little bit of pride, you guys. There is a little bit of pride here where he's like, I don't think anyone's good enough for me. That's what I'm picking up on him. And so he's missing out on good people because he feels like, I'm not going to lessen my standards for anyone else. It's one thing to know and give chances to, I'm not saying he has to give everyone a chance, but it's one thing to acknowledge that, yeah, there's a lot of pride and, yeah, I don't have to give everyone a chance, but this person seems like a cool person. Let me see where this goes. There's nothing wrong with that. It doesn't mean it's gonna work out. It just means you're giving someone a chance. I believe in second chances. The universe obviously believes in second chances. I've definitely know that, because if we weren't given second chance, we wouldn't have past life readings. So, Queen of Wands. Six of Cups. The Sun. The Magician. Seven of Swords, yeah. Seven of Swords. Jesus. Seven of Wands, yeah. Ace of Cups. Four of Wands, beautiful. Eight of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles, and the 9 of Wands. And I've said this before, he's been in relationships before where he did get hurt, but at some point you kind of have to let it go. But he's like, I'm just not gonna lower my standards. And it's not about lowering your standards, it's about forgiveness. It's really about more forgiving yourself. But he has missed out on opportunity on someone who could have potentially been a good partner for him, but he's just like, no, why would I get with you? You know? He's manifesting. I feel like he's manifesting someone who he feels like is perfect or right for him. But he wants someone who's on his level. If you guys get what I mean. If he's a millionaire, he wants someone who's also a millionaire. If he's a hard worker, he wants someone who's also a hard worker. If he's good looking, he also wants someone who's good looking. He wants to run around with that crowd. And he needs to not get caught up in the material world. That's the issue here. He's getting caught up, he's getting obsessed with this material, hypersexual, just everything comes to me in a silver platter kind of world, and that's not it. That's just not it. And he needs to really remind himself that there was once where he didn't have much, but all he had to offer was his heart and his love. That's what I'm picking up. That's what I'm getting for him. And I don't know how other tarot readers, again, we are living in a very crazy time, and I don't know, there's just way too many tarot readers who throw around words, throw around tarot cards, and they don't even know what half of the shit they're talking about. I'm sorry, you guys, I'm going on a tangent here, but like, you know, it's almost like he has to understand that he still has a soul. He's not a product, all right? He's not a bank account. He's a person with feelings. He doesn't really want to face his feelings. His feelings are the 10 of Pentacles, material wealth. That's where his emotions are. You got the Ace of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles. His love is in money, wealth, mansions, Lamborghinis, and he thinks that means love, and that's not it. I'm using my Osho Zen Tarot deck. Sometimes we have to learn how to love ourselves first before we can love someone else. his first life, and I feel like part of it is because his first past life was very short-lived. So he didn't really get to do the things he really wanted to set out to do. And then his second past life, it's like, I'm in love. That's all that like filled his mind, was love. And he couldn't get it. And now now in this life, he's getting pretty much everything he wants. And it's like, well, what the fuck is the point? I'm sorry, you guys. What the hell is the point? Schizophrenia, yeah. He's trying to figure out a direction because he doesn't know what love really is. Is love status? Is love money? Is love karma? Is love... His karma in his love life it's so fixed on material things. And he's like, what? You know? The minute he gets rejected by someone, he's like, why would you reject me? I'm a millionaire. Some women want more than that. Some people want more than that. Fighting, yeah. Creativity. The outsider. He's not feeling himself lately, you guys. He's not... I don't know, like, I'm just getting he's not feeling himself. Whoa. Totality. I'm just gonna go through this. Celebrate. The Fool. Maturity. Compromise, yes. Yeah, he needs to learn how to compromise. You know, it's not, oh, I gotta deal with this person. It's compromising. It's understanding that all of us are human. No matter how much money we have in our bank account, you can be the wealthiest person or you can be a homeless person. We're still people. This concept of social status is a construct that's been planted in our minds. That's why we go to school, so we can get a good job, so we can graduate, get a good job, and work for like 30-40 years and then make things happen. And he got very lucky in this life because he did something that he was talented about and he loved, which was music, and he was still able to profit over it very much. But he's not willing to compromise. You know, he's not willing to compromise. Sorrow, yeah. Traveling. That's why on my last reading on him, he's like, what is this all for? Because he's looking at it from the spectrum of, yeah, the dream and friendship. Yeah, he's looking at it from the construct of, this is what I've worked for, this is what I did, this is what I've accomplished. Falling in love is not a resume. It's not a job interview. When you get into a relationship, it's not how much money do you have in a bank account. It's personality, it's character. It's, if you took everything away from me, will I change? Money often does not change people, it magnifies them. It magnifies them. The more money you give someone, the more it magnifies who they truly are. And, you know, money, whenever I say this, I say, you know, my success, my money, my wealth, that's my servant. I control the money. The money does not control me. I control my success. Success does not control me. You know, I see those things and I plan them out. And he has not, as big as he has gotten, he still refuses to see it that way. And that's what's fighting in his head. That's what's going on in his little brain. You know, he's like, what is this all for? Because you're not willing to accept people for who they are. Yeah, you love your fans. Yeah, you love your BTS. Yeah, yes, your music. I get it. But there comes a point where it's like, are my emotions even valid anymore? Because now I feel like I'm a product, because I feel like that all I am is material. I would suggest, if V or Tae-Hyung, if he was in front of me, I would tell him to go deep. He could do a past life regression. Yes, that could probably help. Hypnotherapy might actually help. But he needs to go deep down. I don't know, in his soul, not in his mind. He's all up in here. But he needs... Sorry, my cat went crazy. I think she saw a bird. Scared me. But he needs to go deep down. And he needs to really... figure out what means more to him, wealth, success, or relationships. You know, success is great, wealth is great, he has plenty of it. Now it's time to build on relationships, build on life, you know, because I feel like he has missed out on opportunities with good people, solid people, because they're not up to his level, because they're not good looking as him, because there is a part of him that's very judgmental, and he needs to get over that. We're people, we make decisions, and we have this one life to really experience, you know, happiness, joy, possibilities. And I feel like he's already experienced most possibilities that he can in terms of money and wealth. But when it comes to people, he hasn't really found that part of him yet where he feels like he really belongs there. You know what I mean? He never really met a good friend. He never really fell in love with a good person in this life, you know, because he always feels like this is what I have to offer. Everybody wants to say what they bring to the table, right? This is what I bring to the table. Like, why don't you just help me build the table? You know what I mean? Like, why don't we just come together, build a relationship, and build the table together? Like, there's nothing wrong with building something solid with someone. Okay? And love grows. Love is not just an instant attraction. You meet someone and it's like, boom, we're in love. Love grows. Cultivates over time. There's no one point where you're just like, oh, I'm so in love with this person. No, you don't remember the time or the day you fell in love. It was an accumulation of actions together. It was, hey, how was your day? It was texting you, hey, did you get home? It was, can I get you something? It was little things that became big things. So, give me 3 cards. 3 more cards, please. Audrey, you scared me, girl. You scared the shit out of me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, you guys. I hope this video makes sense, and I feel like the message here is pretty universal, so take it for what resonates. I'm not saying he should give everyone a chance, but I am saying that he has missed out on chances on good people because of his lack of compromise and acceptance. That's what I'm getting. That's really what I'm getting at. Innocence, yep. Guidance, stress, past life. On the bottom is existence, awareness, sharing, and compromise again. Look at that. His past life is all about, are you willing to compromise? He is a little bit stressed out. He needs to learn how to manage his stress and his anxiety. But his existence here on earth is to really figure out what he needs to do to become, you know, a better person. It's no longer about the material stuff. It's a heart thing. It's a heart matter. You know what I mean? Like it's definitely in here. Give me one more card. Yeah, playfulness. Don't take life too seriously. If it works out, cool. If it doesn't, that's okay. Move on. I've, you know, sometimes it's fun to let your heart be free. You don't have to, he doesn't have to cage it. He doesn't have to be like, I can't give my heart. Like, your heart can be free. Love is freedom. Freedom is love. It's the same thing with money. Money is freedom. You know, money equals the financial freedom. Same thing. It's like, let your heart be free. Let your emotions be free. If you are in love with someone, if you're in tune with someone, get to know them. There's nothing wrong with that. But he's very like, I don't think this person's to my level. Automatically you've X'd them out. And it's not even their fault. Right? You just... Give me one more card. Yeah, isolation. Look at that. I feel like he is single right now, but that's his doing. He just... Don't even come with me with that emotional stuff. He needs to learn how to be more emotionally intelligent, because those things that's very important to know what you're aware of, what triggers you, what's there, you know what I mean? But if he's isolated, he did it to himself. I'm sorry, if V ever watches this video, I'm sorry, bro. Like, I mean, yes, you can find more relationships throughout your life, but it's you know, build on something, but don't shoot yourself on the foot. And if someone stays, awesome. If someone leaves, you know, just let them go. Just let them go. On the bottom, you have exhaustion, possibilities, and rebirth, and turning in. He needs to prioritize what a relationship means to him, because he finds it exhausting. I do feel like something new and encouraging is going to happen in his life. I don't know if he's going to see things a different way, but if I were to say he needs to start meditating, it would benefit him. It definitely won't hurt him. It would definitely benefit him. I think that's all I have for him. Give me one card. What message do you have for his past life? Eight of Swords. Yeah. The Fool. Nine of Pentacles. And the Wheel of Fortune. And the Seven of Cups. You see that? It's all just material wealth. It's all about the bling bling. See that? And it's all freaking fake. Like, I'm not saying the things he has are fake. I'm saying, like, it's a facade. He's unwilling to be his true authentic self, that's the whole purpose why we are here, is to be the highest, truest form, truest expression of ourselves, and to be unapologetic about it. Like Suga will call people out because he's unapologetic about it. He's willing to say those things about people. This guy, he's willing to play politics, he's willing to be nice, he's willing to be whatever, but he's not willing to cost it his career is very elusive. It's based on money, and then he transcends it into his love life. That's what I'm getting for V. So let me know if that makes any sense. I'm trying to explain it as best as I can and as I see it. But he has some time. He has some time to figure things out for himself. He's he has some idea about what's going on, but he doesn't know how to go about it. I would say he needs to probably see a therapist, a hypnotherapist. Hypnotherapist has tremendously changed my life. It's changed my life through ups and downs, through work, through changes in career, through breakups, makeups. It's helped me so much, and it's helped me process my thinking and my emotions a lot better, which is why I think I'm pretty decent at doing tarot, because I feel like communication is a very big thing, and communication is like 90% of a relationship. So he needs to be willing to hear people out, hear someone out, and not judge them based on, why am I getting the word sobriety? Has he been drinking? I feel like eventually he might go into sobriety. Maybe not party as much, maybe not do the drinking thing as much, because I feel like that clouds his judgment also. So that's what I'm getting, you guys. All right, love and light. Bye.